Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So we'll start with this session with our prayers to the ISKCON Sheshadripuram deities. We'll take their blessings before the session. Sri 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 Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mai ki Jai. Sri Sri Nitai Chandra Gaur Chandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Mamante Bhagavan ki Jai. Panchatattva ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Srila Gurudev ki Jai. This do our prayers before the session so that we can take their blessings. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Itinamine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvesesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. This prayers is to, it is like we are saying the knowledge is not coming from us, it's coming from the parampara. So we are thanking them for giving us this knowledge. And we are in right now in chapter 1, observing the armies on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. And today we will be discussing on shloka number 19. Ghoṣo dhārtarāṣṭrāṇāṁ hṛdayāni vyadārayat nabhaś pṛthivīṁ caiva tumulo bhyanunādayan. The blowing of these different conchshells became uproarious, vibrating both in the sky and on the earth. It shattered the hearts of the sons of Dhṛtarāṣṭra. This is actually a very important shloka. Let us discuss about it. Anyone want to say the translation? One or two devotees can say the translation.
Shall I, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji, yes.
The blowing of these conch shells became uproarious, vibrating both in the sky and on the earth. It shattered the hearts of son of Dhritarashtra.
Yes, yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So let us discuss. First, one very important thing here is Duryodhana had full confidence on Bhishma Pitamaha. First, the one who blows the conch shell is Bhishma, because what does the Dhritarashtra, what does Duryodhana do? He first sees the Pandavas army and first of all he gets scared, but he doesn't show his fear. So he goes to Dronacharya and he is telling him, don't take this light. Their army is very big, so don't take it light. Next thing he says is, you like the Pandavas so much, but don't show any leniency here. And the other thing, you like Arjuna so much, don't show any leniency. And he also points out Drupada. He says Drupada. So because his son he knows, everybody knows, if there is anyone who will kill Dronacharya, it will be Drishtadimna. So he's telling, take this seriously. And the other thing here, what we have to understand is Duryodhana has full confidence on Bhishma Dev, because he has Ichamrityu. He can die when he wants to, right? So even though Lord Krishna is on the other side, he is not understanding that Lord Krishna is on the other side. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is there. Wherever he is, Vin is also on that side, but he doesn't understand that. He is only seeing superficial strength of Bhishma. He is not able to understand the actual strength of Lord Krishna here, that we have to understand. Next thing is, Lord Bhishma also knows uh, that this battlefield will be won by the Pandavas only. But just to encourage Duryodhana a little, what he does is he blows his conch shell. How is the how does he blow? It sounds like a roaring lion. It sounds like a roaring lion. And then what happens? The Pandavas also they blow their conch shells. Now we'll see a little what Sanjaya says now. Sanjaya says to Dhritarashtra that his idea of deceiving the sons of Pandu to enthrone his own sons, first he deceived and next is enthroning his own sons, is not a good idea. Sanjay is telling Dhritarashtra like this. And the next thing he says is, the total catastrophe is due to King Dhritarashtra because he encouraged the policy followed by his sons. So Sanjay is telling this to Dhritarashtra. Now let us see how we have already seen in the shloka vibrating, how was the, and then the Pandavas also blew their conch shells. Who was the first blew in the Pandavas? It was Lord Krishna. His all their conch shells were transcendental. They were not any ordinary conch shells. They were transcendental conch shells. And what are the names? Krishna's conch shell name is Panchajanyam. Arjuna's conch shell is Devadatta. Devadatta means it's given by the Devatas. Yudhishthir Maharaj blows his conch shell. It is Anantavijayam. Whoever blows the Anantavijaya conch shell, win is on their side only. That Duryodhana is not able to understand. Next thing, Bhima. He's a very strong person, and that also Arjuna always says he doesn't like Bhima, so he puts him down. He doesn't take him very seriously. And what does Bhima do? His conch shell's name is Paundram. And also Nakula, Sahadeva also blow their conch shells, which is Sughosha and Manipushpaka. All these conch shells, when they blow their conch shells, the sound vibrates from in the sky and on the earth, and it shatters the hearts of the Kauravas. And when the Kauravas also blow their conch shells, this uproaring or this shattering of hearts doesn't happen to Pandavas. Why? Because they have taken the shelter of the Lord Krishna. Because they had full confidence. As we have seen in the previous class, somebody else would have blown the conch shell also first, Yudhishthir Maharaj or anybody, right? But what happened? They waited for Lord Krishna to blow the conch shell. Why? Because they had full confidence on him. This is very important to understand. One who takes the shelter of the Supreme Lord has nothing to fear, even in the midst of calamity. That we have to understand. So let us talk a little about the examples. Because they have taken the shelter of the Lord. So we'll take some examples of who have taken their shelter of the Lord in different yugas, and we'll see the result. So Hanuman, what does Hanuman do? What did Hanuman do? He wanted to cross over the ocean from India to Sri Lanka, right, to the Lanka. What happened at that time? He was not very big. He was scared, but he took the name of the Lord and he became big, and he crossed over the ocean. Not only that, in between he had a lot of rakshasas who tried to misguide him, he thinking that, oh, he's a monkey, so let him give him fruits. But he never stops there. Lot of rakshasas come in between to kill him, but somehow he evades them. Next thing, when Lakshman gets unconscious in the war, so he is told, okay, you go to this place, you will find a herb that will cure his unconsciousness. What does Hanuman do? Again, he takes the shelter of the Lord, and then he goes there. First of all, he doesn't understand which herb to. He goes to the mountain, but he doesn't understand the herb. What does he do? He takes the name of the Lord and he picks the whole mountain and he brings it to that place, and Lakshman gets saved. See, next one, Prahlad Maharaj. Even though Prahlad Maharaj is his own son, Hiranyakashipu doesn't like him giving too much importance to the Lord Vishnu. So what does he do? He puts him into a lot of troubles, gives him poison, puts him in fire, throws him in ocean, tramples him with the elephants. So much of atrocities he does. But Prahlad Maharaj, at every instance, he takes the name of the Lord, and he comes out unscathed. And what happens next? He asks, Hiranyakashipu asks Prahlad Maharaj, is your Vishnu um, in this pillar? And he says, with confidence, see, he has the confidence on the Lord, and he says, yes. And then Lord Vishnu comes out. We all know how he kills Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu thinks he can conquer. Lord Brahma gives him, you can conquer with your energy, you can conquer all over the three worlds. But what happens at the end? His intestines are removed from the stomach and the Lord puts them as a garland. Why? Because the Lord doesn't like any atrocities on his pure devotees. And at the end of that episode, what happens is all the devatas come to, and because the Lord is very angry that this has happened to Prahlad Maharaj, and Lord Brahma also doesn't like to go nearer to uh, uh, Lord Vishnu, because he is the one who has given the boon to Hiranyakashipu. And but nobody were able to pacify Lord Vishnu from his anger. And then everybody calls Prahlad Maharaj, you please come and do something. And then what does he do? He sings nice, he glorifies the Lord. And then the Lord, he's still angry. And what happens at that time? With one eye he's still angry, but in the other eye he looks very compassionately towards Prahlad Maharaj. So you can see the Lord loves his devotees like anything. The same thing happens to Vibhishan also. Vibhishan takes the side of Lord Ram. He doesn't like what Ravana does. And even though Ravana has 10 eyes, 10 heads, what happens? He just gets killed. All his ignorance gets shattered. The same thing happens with Parikshit Maharaj when he is in the womb of Uttara. Ashwathama, he uses the weapon Brahmastra on him, and to kill the dynasty of Pandavas. And then what happens? Krishna says, Ashwathama, take this Brahmastra away. He says, I can only use it, but I don't know how to take it away. Then Lord Krishna and Uttara takes the shelter of all the Pandavas, take the shelter of Lord Krishna, and Lord Krishna removes that effect of Brahmastra from that womb. And then Prahlad Maharaj is given birth. So you can see how devotees are taking shelter of the Lord, and they are getting unscared. Yes, problems will be there, but if we take the shelter, we'll be looked after by the Lord. Lord will save us in the same way. But here, what happened? Whose shelter did Duryodhana take? Shakuni and Karna and his ignorance and his father. So he has taken shelter of all the bad people. What does Shakuni do? His idea was actually to kill the total dynasty. But he didn't understand. He took this shelter because he was always in pride and ignorance. And when a person has pride, you say something good, they will feel, oh wow, they don't understand, is this reality or not? The Karna, what does Karna do? He took the shelter of Karna. What did Karna do? When they were disrobing Draupadi, Karna says, you put Draupadi on your lap. And he tries to do that. And what happened? He got killed on the same lap. His right, that was the main reason for his killing, right? Bhima cuts open his lap and he kills Duryodhana. So that's why, see, if we take the shelter of the wrong people, wrong things will happen to us. And what does the Lord say? Paritrāṇāya sadhūnāṁ vināṣāya duṣkrūtāṁ dharma samsthapanārthāya sambhavami yuge yuge. This is Bhagavad Gita 4.8. So what does he say? To deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion, I myself appear millennium after millennium. So in this Kali Yuga, now we are not fighting, we are not in the previous Yugas, we are in Kali Yuga. So whose shelter do we have to take? We have to take the shelter of the holy name. We have to chant the holy name with attention. Just chanting will not help totally. We have to chant with attention, then only it will work. So let us discuss a little example here. For example, we all cook, right? We all cook. So what do we use? We use Well, first of all, vegetables, we add some spices, and we add salt also. So we can say vegetables are like chanting, spices is like giving attention, and salt is the main ingredient is salt. We may have all those ingredients, but without salt, there is no taste. So in the same way, if the salt in chanting is love, we have to love the Lord. When we chant, we have to give attention and we have to love, because he has given us this human body, right? Here, out of 84 lakh species, this human body is very rare. So he has given us this human body. We have to utilize it in the best possible. This is an opportunity. We didn't ask him, right? Please give me this opportunity. Please give me human body. No, he has given us this human body. So we have to utilize it in the best possible way. And we have to take the shelter. Shelter in this Kali Yuga is by chanting the holy name with attention. And if we add love, that is top class, you know. Guru Maharaj says, without sacrifice there is no love. For example, if we chant in the early morning, actually early morning sleep is the best sleep, you know. But if we sacrifice that time between 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock, if we chant at that time, that is Brahma Muhurta, then that means we are sacrificing our happiness of the senses, and we are giving attention to the Lord. So the Lord will be very happy. We are taking shelter. We are giving him attention. Instead of giving attention to our senses, we are giving attention to the Lord. So Lord will be very happy. So the mood we chant is very important. Attention, shelter with love. The mood, for example, a mother is there. Mother can feed the child in different ways, right? They can say, for example, a kid has come from school. You can say, "Beta khana khao," you eat. But the kid might not eat. But the mother thinks, I have done my job. I asked him to eat, but he's not eating. That is one thing. Next thing, she may cook or she may order something, even though she is able to cook, but she says, oh, I'll order something. That is another mode. The other mode is, okay, the kid is not eating. Let me make him sit. Let me give him some katha. I'll tell some katha and I'll feed him. So that's a different mood. In the same way, chanting also has a different mood. If we do it in the right mood, that mood will continue in the whole day. If we do chanting with attention and with love, that mood will continue for the whole day. And how do we love the Lord? Then we see, if we want to love someone, we should know about him, right? So Lord Krishna says, Janma karma cha me devyam evam yo veti tatvatah tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti. So Arjuna. So it says, he's telling, if you know my birth and my activities are divine, they're transcendental. So what do we have to do? We have to know those, know them. How? Srila Prabhupada has written a very nice book, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or we can read Srimad Bhagavatam. As a basic, Krishna book is the best. It has all the basics of how we can serve, how we can love the Lord. So we have to know about the Lord. So, and also Lord Krishna says, whoever shares this knowledge to others, he is very dear to me. So that's why I'm requesting everyone to please share this Zoom link or this YouTube channel to your friends. That will really like Krishna will be very happy. It's like not only we are gaining knowledge, but also others will also gain knowledge. So my request to you is, please chant the holy name. Next Thursday, I will be taking the class again. So we will discuss how your chanting has gone, how your mood is, whether that is helping you in your daily activities, whether that mood is continuing to you. So we'll discuss about those things. You can give us your opinion. Thank you so much. So we will discuss, we will see you all in the next class tomorrow. Thank you so much. Any doubts, please let me know. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Rajendra Prabhu, I want to add one thing. Your point was good for vegetable cooking.
Yes, Prabhuji.
But we forget actually fire. Fire is most important. If fire is not there in our inside to chant,
yes,
fire is eagerness. And
yes,
if eagerness and fire is there, we can chant nicely with our vegetable will be very good actually.
Thank you for a wonderful point, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
No, my wife was pointing me, so she was hesitating to say. I thought, like, okay, let me share, because it's a very good point actually. Can to add actually with your thoughts actually.
Thank you so much, Mataji and Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Really.
Hare Krishna. Sorry,
Thank
I
you.
added actually something
No,
to you.
that is actually very important point. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Hare
devotees. We'll see you tomorrow. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी माता जी आप सभी को दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु जी माता जी